Hey, Marvel Legends fans, welcome back. We will be reviewing the last three figures of the House of X wave. We're going to go ahead and start with my man, Professor X, as Cyclops falls behind me. Go ahead and stand him back up. So, we haven't had an individual Professor X figure in a wave since the 2005 Galactus Build-A-Figure. So, it's been some time. Obviously, we've also seen the hover chair Professor X come out in 2018, 2019, I think it was. And just last year, we had the Fox movie version of Professor X with a couple of different head sculpts. He came with Magneto and a wheelchair. So it's been a long time since we've had individual release of Professor X. The body sculpt itself is very basic. You have your average shredded superhero here. I think this might be a repaint of the more recent Fantastic Four wave, not the Walgreens exclusive, but I could be wrong. It's a very generic style action figure. I'm digging the Cerebro helmet. It's really cool. For extra pieces, we have Professor X's head with telekinetic waves coming out of the back, which is a nice fix. Quite frankly, I'm going to have a hard time picking which head to remain on when I put him on the X-Men shelf. We have a couple of. First off, we have the Tri-Sentinel arm piece, which we'll talk about, and we'll do a video on building. We have a couple of alternate hands here. We've got one where he's pointing and one with the double finger. I mentioned that in my last video I'm a big fan of the open hands and the telekinetic sort of hands here. The ones he comes with are semi-open palm here and a holder grip here, a holder fist here, which is interesting because he doesn't actually come with any accessories that would require him to hold something. Usually when you get these types of grips, it comes with a gun or a sword or something you're used to seeing held. A standard fist hand sculpt would be completely out of character for Professor X, so I understand why they didn't do that. I probably would have given one of the more open hands like we saw with Marvel Girl. It's an okay figure. I'm not wowed by it. If you're not a completist, if you're not trying to complete the bath, you might want to skip this figure unless you don't have a Professor X, if you don't have the hover chair, if you don't have any of the other alternates, and you need a Professor X to lead your X-Men shelf to victory, then it might be worth picking up. Next up, we have your boy, Cyclops. I am not a huge Cyclops fan. Since the first X-Men movie, I've just not really been a fan of the character overall. I've got a few of the Cyclops figures that have come out, and you can see the costume styling here. It comes with the Tri-Sentinel other arm piece. What I do like about this figure, and what they've been doing a great job of for the past couple of Cyclops releases, is the effects piece and the alternate head. I am a big fan here of how they've been including effects pieces to demonstrate his powers, to demonstrate his blast. Looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely killer. It will definitely be how I'm displaying the figure. I'm going to head and remove this head. As I mentioned, sometimes some of the heads have been difficult in the more recent waves. This one popped off very easily. And take a look here. Not popping on as simply as I'd like it to. Boom, there we go. Put this blast in. One of the challenges when you have an effects piece like this is sometimes you can throw off the weighting of the character, so it's hard to make him stand if you're doing it freeform. I don't buy action figure stands. You can see everything behind me. I kind of just work on posing them. Some of them are propped up on top of each other, and so if you're going to use the blast head and you're going to include the blast, actually it looks like it stands up pretty well. So you shouldn't have a challenge here. It doesn't look like the blast weighs enough to kind of throw off the balance, which is nice. And the final House of X figure. This is the one I was the most excited to grab. White costumed Magneto. I think that this piece is an absolutely gorgeous rendition of Magneto. I have a few Magnetos in my collection already, but what I like about this one is it definitely stands out. Some of the figure waves get a little similar. This one obviously does not. It is the only white costume Magneto I have. And you can see it comes with the Tri-Sentinel series of 3 heads. It also comes with 2 sets of extra hands over here. And then you've got the white costume Magneto. One of the challenges taking these out of the blisters when they have these types of plastic capes is they stick the capes behind, so it takes a little maneuvering. There we go. Very loud. Sorry about that. So this is a gorgeous figure. The cape, easy to remove, slides on and off. It's got the back peg piece, so it holds on and can support itself well to help with posing and keeping everything kind of steady. This is an absolutely gorgeous figure. Much looking forward to displaying this one. This will probably be my second favorite Magneto behind the family pack that came with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, which was gorgeous coloring. But this is nice. It's a more unique figure. It's definitely a standout in the House of X wave for me. Guys, let me know what you think of these figures down below. We'll talk soon.